Finally, the change of seasons is upon us, and you know what that means. It's time for another trend report. This time we're forecasting trends for spring 2023. Hello, my name is Danica and I'm a part-time reseller based in Calgary, Alberta. I sell clothes mostly on Poshmark Canada, Poshmark US, and eBay. And today's video is a spring 2023 trend forecast. So these videos are so fun for me to make because I'm not someone who really shops trends for myself. I am a leggings and sweatshirt kind of girl. So these are fun for me because honestly, I learn so much making these and researching for them. And as a reseller, it is so important to know what is on trend so that you know what to pick up at the thrift store when you go sourcing. I mean, not that you can only sell items that are super trendy, but it does help to know what is trending so that you can pick up items that will sell hopefully quickly for you and that people will be looking for. Doesn't mean that these items need to be new, but if it kind of follows this general idea, then and you use the right keywords, people will be able to find your items and purchase them. So in this video, I will be going over the top 15 trends that I saw when I was researching for this video. Now, this doesn't mean that this is everything that's trending for the spring. I just picked the top 15 that I saw kind of coming up over and over again. I looked at different magazine articles, I looked on Instagram, I looked on TikTok for inspiration just to see kind of different ideas and different inspiration for some outfits for spring 2023. So without further ado, let's go down the list. Buckle up. It's going to be a little bit of a long video since there are 15 trends to go over, but hopefully this is just helpful for everyone. And yeah, I know it was really helpful for me. So the first trend that I wanted to go over is the moto trend. So this is basically like leather motorcycle inspired. We're seeing moto jackets, so anything that's like kind of a bit more fitted leather jacket with stripes. This is actually very reminiscent of like 90s, early 2000s now that I think about it. I will be putting examples up here to show you, just to give you an idea of how these items are being styled and what they look like, obviously. So yeah, the moto trend is just basically moto jackets. I would say a zipper at the front, and yeah. The second trend that I saw coming up over and over was bold pants. So this is usually some kind of trouser. I would say the rise is not super specific for this trend, but we're seeing really bold colors like bright yellow, bright pink, bright purple, bright green, those kinds of trousers, and they're just looking absolutely amazing. I know spring is just like when everything blooms, and so just color wise, we're coming out of winter where it's a lot of like neutrals and grays and blacks, and spring is just really the time for colors to shine and for bold colors to shine. So as you can see in the examples I'm showing you, we're seeing a lot of just really bright colored trousers. They can be patterned, but honestly I saw mostly solid colors. The next trend I wanted to go over is a maxi length or baggy denim trend. So this is something, again, a theme that's coming up over and over in this list is a little bit of a vintage feel. I guess now that I'm in my 30s, everything that is old is new again, and I'm just seeing trends that remind me a lot of when I was younger. So maybe that's just what it is, but I'm seeing a lot of trends that are coming back from my like elementary school days. So maxi length and baggy denim. So maxi length denim skirts, I would say any kind of longer dress, longer skirt, like definitely like a modest vibe when it comes to skirts and dresses, and just really, really like baggy, just like oversized denim is really in right now. The next trend that I have here on my list is just 3 colors in general that I really saw coming up over and over in these lists and the videos that I looked at. So the colors are purple, yellow, and pink. Of course, like I said earlier, any color is good for the spring, but these 3 specifically were really prominent in a lot of the videos and a lot of the magazine articles that I was looking at, which is so good because I love these 3 colors. And honestly, I feel like they look really good together. If you put pink and yellow was like the iconic color combo when I was in like grade 5, like strawberry lemonade vibes. I love purple and pink can go well together, and yeah, purple and yellow as well. I just feel really complement each other, especially when it comes to like a pastel vibe. I think that is really what we're going to be seeing in the spring. Despite the bold pant trend, I think in general we'll be seeing a lot of really pretty feminine pastel purple, yellow, and pink. It's totally like Easter vibes, like Easter dress vibes, but I am so here for it. Anything like super feminine like that, I just love. The next trend I saw is kind of connected to the first thing we talked about, but it's just leather in general. Leather everywhere, like leather on leather on leather. I will show you pictures of how this is being styled, but honestly, like I'm seeing a leather blazer with a leather corset, with leather trousers, with leather shoes. Like leather, anything is really, really on trend for spring 2023, which is crazy because I feel like leather is hot. Like you would be hot wearing these outfits, but temperature wise and trend wise, you would be hot, hot, hot. And this is one that I don't know, maybe I should try out. I saw someone wearing leather pants the other night and I literally could not stop staring because they look so good on her. So maybe I need to try this trend out for myself and just see if I like it. But yeah, definitely on the leather side, we are still seeing a baggier fit. We're not looking for super fitted unless you're layering it, then maybe a fitted bottom layer with a baggy jacket and baggy purse or something. I don't know. Also not on the list, but something I did see over and over and over again where big bags are back, like big tote bags. So maybe a big leather tote bag. I don't know, just leather everywhere. We're seeing leather like crazy right now. Okay, the next thing on my list is Y2K denim in general. Also, I do want to make just a denim trend video on its own because I feel like denim trends are changing all the time and like really quickly, and staying on top of denim trends is something that I struggle with, honestly. So definitely this is like a selfish video for me to make this one as well. This is just a way for me to be doing research as well and then sharing that research with you. So yeah, I think a denim research trend video would do well. I think it would be a very good idea, especially for me, but I don't know if you struggle with staying on top of trends, but definitely something I need to work on. So Y2K denim, this is, I'm just like thinking of when I was younger. I'll be putting pictures again up here to give you ideas of kind of what the vision is that I'm seeing and what the looks are that kept coming up over and over again in the videos that I was watching and in the news articles, the magazine articles. Magazine articles are great, but it's not giving you like a real life depiction of how these trends are being styled. It's more like the runway look, which can be helpful, but you want to know how these are being actually translated to real life, which is probably what someone is going to be looking for when they're searching Poshmark, when they're searching eBay, when they're searching Etsy. If it's like a nice vintage piece, you want to know how this is actually being worn every day, like on a day-to-day basis, right? So anyway, the Y2K denim, unfortunately, it looks like the low rise is kind of here for spring and summer. I'm not here for it, honestly, but If you want to rock it, then rock it. Going back to the earlier trend, the maxi denim skirt. There's a Zara dress that I saw over and over and over again when I was looking last night. It is definitely reminiscent of like the 2000s. It's a sleeveless dress that's like very fitted through the body and then has a long slit on the back, which is totally giving me like 2002 vibes. When I looked at different websites just to see what they were selling for spring 2023, I definitely saw like, I felt like I went back in time. I felt like I was back in elementary school, middle school, honestly. But so that's what we're seeing. Y2K denim. I mean, the low rise. It's reminding me so much of like Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, those like super low rise jeans, maybe a like a raw hem at the top, maybe no pockets on the back. That was a thing. The built-in belt at the waistband, definitely still a thing as well that I'm seeing come back. When it comes to skirts, the maxi skirt is definitely in, but I'm also still seeing that super short skirt with the built-in belt, which is like totally giving me flashbacks. So anything like from, I would say 1998 to like 2002, 2003 is really coming back big time for spring. Next, we are seeing a lot of suiting, and I'm seeing it worn very baggy but also very tailored. So any kind of suiting is really on trend for spring 2023. The vest, the blazer, the trousers, and as I said, you can go either way. You can go very baggy with it or just like very clean and very tailored, but office wear is definitely on trend for spring 2023, which kind of surprised me. I would have never thought of that, but that just shows you how I dress and what is actually trending are two completely different things. The next thing I'm super excited about, like I said, I love anything very feminine, hyper feminine. So we're seeing a lot of ruffles, which to me is like the epitome of femininity. You just love to see it, like a gorgeous pink dress with ruffles. Love. So keep your eye out for that. I mean, it does have to be like not the 80s ruffles, but more of like, I don't know, just like a very dainty feminine ruffle. I'm loving this trend. Honestly, I might have to go out and try and thrift something for myself so that I can make it through spring just looking like an Easter cutie. Next, I mean, this comes every year, we know it, florals. Yes, florals. I'm not going to say the line because we all know it. So yeah, obviously florals will come back every spring. But what I really noticed this year is that it's definitely like a larger print floral and still very pastel. So less of like, I mean, any floral would be good, but just in general, what I saw as more trendy was large print floral and more like pastel colors, pink, purple, yellow. Again, you know, I told you what to look for. So when you're in the thrift store, pastels and floral are just like a match made in heaven right now. The next thing that I saw was wearing lingerie as outerwear. I feel like this has kind of been on trend for a few years, but definitely something that was on every list I looked at and still very trendy. Lingerie as outerwear, so anything from a bustier, a corset. I mean, there's that Urban Outfitters corset that's like still very popular, I think. Slip dresses, like satin slip dresses styled with like a little blazer would be nice, or a leather jacket. So definitely still seeing a lot of that. Definitely like very sexy, very feminine, so spring. This is definitely a trend I can get behind. I love it. I'm obsessed. Moving on. Next, we have bows. So this like kind of ties in with other trends, the ruffles, the pastels, the florals, bows. You get the vibe, just like something very feminine, very just like, I don't know, just exudes femininity to me. I love bows. I used to wear bows in my hair all the time, like even as an adult. I had a little headbands. I didn't even plan that, but I just love bows. I think they're just so freaking cute. So definitely seeing a lot of bows on the clothes. It can be like a huge bow, like an accent bow, small bows, just any kind of bows. you gotta do it. You gotta just try it and hopefully it sells. And yeah, I love, these are like trends that I love. There were definitely some other trends that I did not include in this list because they just didn't vibe with me. So you can still do your own research. I'm just giving you the top 15 that I personally will be looking for when I'm sourcing for spring, just to make that clear. Next, we're seeing cargo pants. This is definitely another like big 2000s resurgence trend. I remember cargo pants big time when I was growing up. So this is something that's back. We're seeing like a baggy cargo pants with like the pockets, the khaki color, but definitely other colors are like coming back as well on trend, but definitely like a very baggy, like almost balloon style cargo is very in. So make sure you keep your eye out for that. And yeah, even in the men's section, honestly, that's where I would be looking for cargos. That would be like a nice slouchy oversized fit. So just a pro tip, always check the men's section as well, even if you're thrifting for yourself and you're a woman, or even if you're sourcing for yourself and you sell predominantly to women. We love scouring the men's section. So yeah, that is definitely another trend to be keeping your eye out for, and something I will be looking to source as well. We are down to the last 3 trends on this list, and I'm excited about these 3 as well. So next we have neon vibes. This totally goes with like the bold pants, the purple and yellow and pink, but like neon is definitely huge for spring. Neon green, neon yellow, all of the neon like highlighter hues were in. Definitely like I would see this as a faux leather look. You could totally put together that kind of outfit with your bright neons and maybe add in a maxi skirt, something like that, and you would be totally on trend for spring. And yeah, definitely neons are, I don't really feel like I see that much when I go thrifting, honestly. So this one might be like a little bit harder to source, but definitely keep your eyes out for that. Like bright neons are definitely in for spring. Second to last, we have goth vibes. So anything like, I mean, Wednesday just came out, I mean, maybe like a few months ago. And I think that that's like had a huge influence on trend forecasting. So anything, this can kind of also incorporate a few things like some leather, like lace lingerie, just anything. I mean, black, faux leather, latex, whatever, just super like feminine, but also black. Maybe red, but I saw a lot of that black draping, but also fitted. I don't know, this look can go so many different ways. I didn't really have a goth vibe or goth phase growing up. I did dye my hair black in high school, which was a B word to undo for grad, which is like a story for another day, but I just wanted something different and dyed my hair jet black and had it black for like a while, and then I had to grow it out. It was a whole thing. Do not recommend. If you don't have black hair and you don't want to maintain it, don't do it. But anyway, we're seeing a lot of black clothes and black accessories and just black on black on black on black on black, and honestly I kind of love it. And the last trend that I will be going over today, this is a persistent trend. If anything, we've been talking about this for at least a couple years now, I feel like, but it's the 90s and the 2000s. And I kind of talked about this with a few of the different trends that we went over today, but this in general is still a huge trend. The 90s and the early 2000s are really coming back big time. So we're talking about like crochet tops, different hats. We're talking about like low-rise flare jeans, baggy jeans. Those were all huge in the early 2000s. I would look at influence from like Gwen Stefani, definitely like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. I even saw something on Urban Outfitters yesterday that totally reminded me of Destiny's Child early days when they had matching camo outfits. They had a swimsuit. I'll put it up here to show you, but it totally just gave me like Destiny's Child matching in the Survivor video vibes. What else are we seeing? Like a soft boho vibe. Who else would be a good influence for like 90s, 2000s fashion? I'll have to think about it, but yeah, we're seeing a lot of that. So if you are alive then, congrats, we have the upper hand when it comes to this because we know what was trendy back then, and so we kind of have an idea of what's back. I mean, the little like shirts with rhinestones on them, even like little graphic baby t-shirts, I would say are definitely something that I would maybe pick up if it was the right price to resell. Juicy couture sweatsuits for sure still in, but yeah, just overall, if you want, like, I could probably do a whole other video as well on 90s and 2000s fashion. That would be super fun for me to do. So maybe I'll start researching that today, just like a little something fun for me to do. And yeah, so when I look at these trends, definitely something that you want to keep in mind is just because it's leather doesn't mean you should pick it up and it'll sell right away. You definitely still want to look at if it kind of fits in the trendy vibe. Like, not everything that's floral is going to be pretty. Not everything that has a bow is going to be cute and feminine for spring. So definitely still look up the items that you have and look for inspiration. Honestly, it was really fun for me. You can just go on TikTok and put like spring 2023 outfits and just scroll and look. And that's how I do a lot of my research. Like, I want to know what people are actually wearing. I want to see how they're putting the outfits together. And then I try to go out and thrift and like find similar items so that people can buy them and put them together like they're seeing on Instagram or they're seeing on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, wherever the influencer is that they're watching, right? So that is definitely something to keep in mind. You still have to do a little bit of work just to make sure that the items that you're picking up are not only trendy in like on paper, but actually trendy in real life. So that can be tricky a little bit sometimes. And also, like, everyone has a different style. Everyone has a different vibe. If there's something that you are like, well, I don't know how someone would wear this, but you actually really love it and you like love that piece, then pick it up. Like, who's to say what's trendy and what's not trendy? You don't have to just pick these items up to be successful as a reseller or to have like a cute style. So that's something just to keep in mind. This is just for me really to know what I'm looking for when I go out thrifting, and it's just fun for me to do these kinds of things because, again, that is not really like my style. So this is just for me to do research, and I just think it's helpful to relay this information to you. Let me know. I could probably do a part 2. There's like, trends are always changing, and that's the thing. They're always changing, and they're changing quickly. They're changing faster than ever, especially now with fast fashion, with like Shein and all those companies. Like, they're pumping out so many different styles of clothes every single day that is hard to catch up, and it's hard to keep up with what styles are trending. So let me know. I can do spring, I can do summer. I'm just like so excited for the warmer weather, and honestly, this gave me an excuse to just think about the sun on my face and just feeling spring and summer coming. It is mid-March, like we're right on the doorstep of spring and summer. So this was just something fun for me to do. Let me know in the comments what you're looking for spring 2023, what kind of items you're sourcing to resell, or what you're looking for to buy for yourself to wear for spring 2023. Just as a reminder, I do come out with new videos every Monday and Thursday. I am staying super consistent with YouTube, and this is the kind of video that I love making, where it's not like a thrift haul or a what's sold. Like, this is just something fun. Those are fun for me as well, but this is like totally out of my wheelhouse, and I love making these kinds of videos. So if you have any ideas for me for different videos that you'd like to see, make sure you leave them in the comments. Like I said, let me know what you're thrifting this spring to resell, and which trends that you're seeing that maybe I missed, or let me know what your favorite trend is, just something. Leave me a comment before you go, leave me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, make sure you do. There's a little icon in the corner somewhere down here. You can just click that and hit subscribe. It's literally so easy. I will see you on Instagram. I'll see you back here. I'll see you on TikTok. I'll see you wherever, and I'll see you next time. Bye.